everybody, we're gonna go ahead and start by heating up a pan. Then you want to go ahead and add the oil and then a teaspoon of butter. You want to make sure both of the butter and oil are heated up before you go ahead and add the cumin seeds. And wait for the cumin seeds to cook a bit before you're gonna go ahead and add the hing. Hing is optional. If you have it, add it. If you don't, that's okay. Then you want to go ahead and add the whole red chilies and a bay leaf. And then right after that, you can go ahead and add the grated ginger and garlic and cook them until they're slightly brown. The next thing that comes after this is the onion. So you want to make sure your garlic and ginger are slightly brown, then you can go ahead and add the onions. Now this part takes 2 to 3 minutes because you want to kind of leave it for it to brown up, the onions. And then I will show you here how they look when they're ready. So it took me about 3 minutes, so it just depends. And another sign of whether the onions are done is when you start to see oil on the sides. That means all the water has evaporated. Once that's done, you can go ahead and add all the spices, and once again I measured them ahead of time so it makes my life easier. Here you see me add a little bit of water. It doesn't have to be a measured quantity. This is just so the spices don't burn. I kind of want them to cook without burning, so that's why I used a little bit of water. And after a minute or so, you can go ahead and add the tomato puree. And then same thing apply in regards to the timing. It can take from anywhere to 3 to 5 minutes. You want to go ahead and occasionally stir the tomato, but I will show you how you need them to be ready. And you also saw me add salt. It usually helps break down the tomatoes, so you want to go ahead and add a little bit of salt to help. So here you're just seeing me show you how the tomatoes look, the paste in between. Once again, I stir occasionally. It takes anywhere from 3 to 5 minutes. Then I went ahead and I took half a cup of yogurt, and make sure it's at room temperature because you don't want the yogurt to curdle. And then you want to temper the yogurt, bring it up to heat, similar to the one in the pan. And then you're gonna go ahead and add the yogurt and mix it right away. Also, if you don't have yogurt, you can also use heavy cream. I wouldn't put half a cup. I would do 1/4 cup. And then once again, you want to keep cooking until you start to see oil on the sides. That means all the water has evaporated. And as you see here, you will see that the oil is on the sides. And here I'm just showing you how to make sure that the beans and the lentils are ready. So I just squished them together to show you that they're fully cooked all the way to the middle. And then I take a spoonful and kind of smash them just to make a thicker gravy. And then eventually I will take all of the beans and the lentils and put them in this pan. Alright, here you see me mix. As I said that I was going to go ahead and put all the lentils and beans in the pan, and I did that here. You want to cook this for a few minutes so then all of the tempering kind of gets soaked in with all of the beans and the lentils. So after it's been cooking for 3 to 5 minutes, I will go ahead and put it on low heat and cover it. And then this is the last part that really makes this dish. We're gonna go ahead and start by heating up a teaspoon of butter. And then I here showed you guys a container of red powder. That's a special red chili. It's not spicy. It's usually used for coloring at the restaurants. So I will put the information about it in the description box below. But here you see me melting the butter, and then I went ahead and added that powder that I showed you earlier. So I turned off the gas because I didn't want it to burn. We kind of just want it for the color. And then you want to lift up the container and kind of pour it all over the lentils. And then you want to leave it in there for a few minutes because the whole purpose of that is to smoke up the lentils. And then finally, after leaving it for 2 minutes, you can go ahead and put cilantro and the dish is ready. Enjoy!